Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome, friends, to another broadcast. Alhamdulillah, we have reached another blessed Friday. I pray that all are doing well and that Allah offer you the best of this life and of the next, you and your family. Ameen. You know, I learned a long time ago to never take another person's word for anything important, but to do my own research. You do your own research so you can come to your own conclusions as to whether this is correct or that is correct or that is incorrect or that is incorrect. You want to come to your own conclusion. If you have good judgment and you wish to know the truth, alhamdulillah. But if you don't wish to know the truth, you don't care to research, then you are going to be easily susceptible to accepting all of the rubbish that is out there. Any garbage talk, you will believe it. Any nonsense talk, you will accept it. So again, do not take any person's word for anything until you've done your own research and you have drawn a conclusion. So that way you can make an educated assessment of what you are being taught, of what you are reading, whatever it may be. There are so many people out there that they just talk as if they're blowing flatulence in the wind. So many words, as they call it here in America, word salad. But words that don't offer anything that is beneficial. It's like somebody who offers you a meal, but every day the meal is just sugar and water, sugar and water. There's no benefit, there's no nutrients. There's no vitamins in sugar and water. And if you eat that every day, you know what will happen. Your health will decline. But when somebody offers you food and there's vegetables and there's protein and there's carbohydrates, there's a little bit of everything there that is beneficial for your body. So your body not only is able to fuel itself, but sustain itself and keep itself healthy. There is the benefit. And words are just like that. You want people to feed you words that are only sugar and water? Of course not. There's no benefit. But now when people are talking to you and you do your research and you study diligently, now you are getting the full bulk of what is beneficial, what is nutritious for your mind. Inshallah, that we are good students. And to be a good student doesn't mean you have to be a straight A or straight B, but that you are willing to listen. Listen to the words and then take those words and study those words. Alhamdulillah, we have our beautiful Quran. That when we listen to others, now we can go to our Quran, open it up, and do some diligent research. We have the hadiths, we have the tasbihs, we have it all there for us so that we can go and fact check for ourselves. Because anybody, again, can say anything they want. This one has this opinion, this one has that opinion, blah, blah, blah. Check for yourself. Make sure that what you are being told is correct. Because if you accept something and let's say it's not correct and you're applying it in your life and you think you're doing something that is good, there's no blessings in that. So always fact check for yourself. There are so many teachers out there. And alhamdulillah, many of them are wonderful teachers. But then you have teachers out there that are a little shady. And I can say that because I've done my research. Again, as I mentioned earlier, I don't take anybody's word at face value. I am almost 60 years of age. I have lived long enough to know when somebody is feeding me a porky pie and when they're not. Because knowledge is one thing, but wisdom is another. Knowledge is where you have head smart, but wisdom comes with years of experience, years of living. Alhamdulillah, I'd like to think that I have lots of wisdom. But again, you have to do your research. You have to study. You have to be diligent. It is the only way to know for sure. And Allah gives us all the tools that we need so that we can stay spiritually healthy. Don't just go by what somebody says, but you take the time. I know we're all busy. We all have a lot going on in our lives. Some of us are in secular school. Some of us have to work not only one job, 2 jobs, sometimes even 3 jobs. But in spite of all that is going on in our lives, when it comes to the Quran, we want to make sure that we are fact-checking. That whatever somebody tells us, we go and we look. And if we don't know how to look, then you go to a trusted person that you know is going to steer you in the right direction. Inshallah. So, alhamdulillah for this beautiful faith. It is another Jummah Friday. Here we are, alhamdulillah. I have tried to respond to all the comments that are out there. Inshallah, I have responded to them all. I appreciate your comments so much. You will never know. I started this channel because I really wanted to be a force for good. And I really wanted to come and explain things in a simple term. Because I have a lot of friends that they talk to me about certain things and they say, I don't understand what this person is saying. I don't understand the language. I don't understand the quotations. They're very confused. And they want to learn about Islam. So my purpose being here is to try to explain things in the most simplest of terms. And then if anyone needs an in-depth of anything, I am here to be reached personally also if you need me. And if I can't be of help, then I will recommend somebody who can be. I can't sit here and say that I know it all. I can't. But I try my best, and I am steered by this that is beating in my chest, my heart. Alhamdulillah. And if Allah wills it, alhamdulillah. Because I can't do anything of my own initiative. It's only by the will of Allah. And if you like the videos and you are encouraged by them, and there's something in there that you can take away for yourself or someone in your family or a friend, alhamdulillah. Every day is a blessing. May we treat it as such. Please like, share, and subscribe to the videos. It helps the channel to grow, and I really am praying that it will grow. It's not about me, but it's about getting information out there to honest-hearted ones who may not have somebody who can tell them in a clear manner. And there is the donation button. The donation button is there for a reason. It's the Cash App. Please, whatever you can donate, please donate. It's going to help Muslims who need help. You'd be surprised how many sisters with children have had to leave marriages because their husbands didn't want them in Islam, or they were going through some type of abuse, or their parents kicked them out of the house because they didn't accept the fact that their daughter was coming into Islam. There are so many people out there, dozens and dozens and dozens, mostly sisters. There are brothers also, but it's mostly sisters who don't have anyone to turn to. So that donation, that Cash App that you see, is to help our Muslim sisters who need help. And there will always be receipts to show where you are donating. I will not ask you for anything without showing you where your money is going. And that's another thing you need to be careful of when you're making donations to whoever it may be. Make sure you know where your money is going. Because anybody can say, oh yes, we're donating it to build a masjid, or we're donating it to help these people in this country or that country. Make sure you ask for receipts. Don't just give your hard-earned money away. Make sure you know where your money is going. You want there to be blessings in that money. And sadly, we live in a time where there's a lot of crooked people out there that are very greedy. And they claim to do things in the name of religion. Oh, we're going to help this person and that person. We're going to do this and we're going to do that. And they just end up pocketing the money. Haram. And believe me, there are a lot of people you would never even begin to imagine that are doing just that. Making honest-hearted people out there think that the money that they are giving is helping some poor child or some poor woman or some poor man in some country. Or building masjids in some other country. But they're pocketing the money. So be very careful, because you work hard for your money. And you want Allah to bless that money and where you are giving it to. So I again have that donation app, that cash app there. And since I've started YouTube, nobody has donated not even a penny. Not even a penny. And it breaks my heart, because there are so many right here in this country, in many other countries, but even right here, sisters living in cars because they have no place to go and there's no resources. You would think here in this country that there would be resources. Shameful that this government system helps people who don't need it. And then the ones who need it, they could care less. So you have mothers with their children struggling to put food in the children's mouths, struggling to get health care. Right here in this country that is supposed to be the richest country in the world, richest my foot. China owns us because we owe them so much money. And it infuriates me that right here in this country, with all the resources that are out there, that those who really need it, they can get it. It's shameful. So alhamdulillah that Allah gives us resources like YouTube, that we can come on and we can make videos and try to help people. And in trying to help people, we can do something to give back to the community. And my strongest will is to help the sisters out there, because there's so many sisters out there that are hurting. And they don't know where to go, who to turn to. And then you get oh, inshallah, things will be better for you, sister. Inshallah, may Allah make it easy for you. Alhamdulillah. Those words are nice. But they don't need your words. They need your money. They need your money. Because only money is going to put food on the table. It's going to pay the bills. And if they're living in a situation that is dangerous, only money is going to help them to get out of that situation, to get another home to live in. It's serious. It's serious. And it's amazing to me that these are things that the Muslim community is not paying attention to. How many of our sisters out there? And then they have to turn to some of these imams that are shady imams. Oh, you scratch my hand and I scratch your hand. What is that? And that's in every religion. That's in every religion. Especially if you are a beautiful woman. And those women who probably have been through that, you know what I'm talking about. So, again, please donate if you can, because it's going to help your sisters out there. If one person donates $1 and 100 people donate $1, that's $100 right there. That's enough to buy some baby formula. That's enough to buy feminine napkins. It's enough to take care of a need. And inshallah, the channel will grow and more people will give donations. We never know who's out there looking. We never know. Could be somebody who Allah has blessed with lots of means and they can help out. And I promise you that you always know where the money is going. Always no. Because you should never donate. And then you ask somebody, okay, where did my money go? You said it's going to go to help this person and that person. Please, can you show me? I want to know. And if anybody ever says to you, oh, no, you don't need to know that. You get blessings. You donated the money. Alhamdulillah. Be very careful. Make sure you know where your hard-earned money goes. And those who donate, Jazakallah khairan, may Allah bless you and reward you. May Allah accept. And inshallah, we'll be able to help out those in the community who need help. Until we meet again, my precious and beloved brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.